Welcome to my channel. Today I will discuss some topic related to DC machine. Firstly, what is DC machine? Then classification of DC machine, and lastly different parts of DC machine. Then what is DC machine? A DC machine is a electromechanical energy conversion device which can convert the electrical energy into mechanical energy and vice versa. Then the classification. DC machines are mainly classified into two. One is DC motor and the other is DC generator. Then what is DC motor? The DC machine which converts the electrical energy into mechanical energy is known as DC motor. Here the input is electrical energy and the output is mechanical energy. And what is DC generator? The DC machine which converts the mechanical energy into electrical energy is known as DC generator. Here the input is mechanical energy and the output is electrical energy. Then different parts. DC machine mainly consist of several parts. These are yoke. You can see in the picture. The yoke is the outer cover of the DC machine. It mainly made of either cast iron or steel. It uses to protect the internal part of the DC machine and give the mechanical support to the pole. The yoke provide a return path for magnetic flux. In the yoke, the lamination are not required, but in the modern day, some machines uses the lamination in the yoke. Pole and pole shoe. Pole core used to provide housing to the field winding. When field winding excited, it behaves like a magnet. Pole shoe provide mechanical support to the field winding, and due to the large area, it reduces the magnetic reluctance. The pole and pole shoe make by cast steel. Pole is not necessarily to laminated, but the pole shoe is laminated because it is close to the armature. Then armature. Armature core provide housing to the armature winding. It completes low reluctant path for magnetic flux. The armature slots are skew at a angle to reduce the mechanical vibration. Armature core is made with the silicon steel. It is laminated to reduce the eddy current loss. In a DC machine, the open slot are used to reduce leakage flux inductance and leakage reluctance. Then armature winding and field winding. There are two types of armature winding. One is called lap winding and the other is called wave winding. Lap winding is known as complete winding because after completion of winding, all slots does fill with armature winding. Wave winding is known as incomplete winding because after completion of winding, all slot does not fill with the armature winding. Some slots remaining empty in case of wave winding. These slots do fill with the dummy coil. The dummy coil only used to in the wave winding to fill the empty slots and give the mechanical balance. The field winding connects with the DC supply. Whenever the field winding is energized, it produces the magnetic flux and pole behaves like a magnet. Then commutator. You can see in the picture the commutator brushes and shaft. Commutator, in case of generator, the commutator used to convert the AC voltage into the DC voltage. The commutator uses as rectifier. In case of motor, the commutator uses to produce unidirectional torque. To reduce wear and tear, the commutator make by hard ground copper. The number of armature slots is equal to the number of commutator segment in case of DC machine. Then the brushes. The brushes used to carry the current or give the current to armature conductor through the commutator. Brushes made by copper or carbon materials for small machines. Electrographite brushes used for large machine, and carbon graphite brushes used for large current low voltage machines. Then lastly, the shaft. The shaft, the shaft used to transfer the mechanical power. In case of DC motor, mechanical power is transferred from the DC machine to the load. In case of DC generator, the mechanical power is transferred from the prime mover to the DC generator. That's all for today. If you have any queries, please comment below and I will discuss the working principle of DC machine in the next lecture. Thank you. Stay safe and stay healthy.